3-liter Airpot. So this is a present that I got from a friend of mine for my birthday. So simply, let's see what we get in the box. This box is one of them, easy to open, hopefully. So let's sort the sellotape around. Okay, more or less we are sorted. So let's see what we get inside. Ooh. So there's a designated brush for cleaning the thermo flask inside. That's a good idea. Well, more or less that's it. So let's have a closer look at all the elements of this very set. Yeah, that's it. Cut to the next scene. So inside of the box you will find a short manual, Airpot instruction manual. That is not too difficult to read, it is in English only, and you have basic information about... I'll just take a photo of it so you'll be able to have a closer look at the manual. You have a cleaning brush that seems to be more or less sealed. I'm gonna take a closer look at it later on. And of course the main body of the device with a warning on it. This bag is not a toy. Okay, anyway. Oh. So this is the Airpot thermo flask or thermos, whatever you want to call it. And what I saw, yeah, it has a lazy Sally built in, so you can twist it and turn it. Oh, that's a good idea. There's a couple of control buttons here. Pour, stop. And okay, this is how we open the device. 1 second, I'm gonna shoot a close-up of each and every part of this device. Just let me disassemble the thing. I have to have a quick look into the manual. Okay, so you open this, you open that. Well, I simply think that I have to have a go with this device for the first time, and then I'll be able to give you more information about this tea or coffee Airpot. So give me a couple of minutes, because first of all I have to wash this device before the first use, and then I'm going to load this with hot water before the initial use, and then I'm going to get a bit of tea inside and we'll see how it works. And I'm simply wondering how long will it actually keep the tea warm for 24 hours as it promises on the box. So we'll see that in a second. But first of all, I'm gonna show you each and every detail of this glorious device, and then we'll see whether it was worth buying. So as I said before, cut to the next scene. Cut! Hello, welcome to my kitchen. It is quite a reasonable practice to wash such a food device before the initial use, so we'll use the supplied brush to give it a quick wash, and then we'll fill it with hot water. Okay, so the supplied brush is long enough to reach to the bottom of the device, so you should have no problems with washing the very bottom of this thermo flask. Basically, I'm not touching the pump, I'm gonna just rinse it with water, that's it. We want the pumping system to be clean as well, so I am going to pump the soapy water through the pipe and through the nozzle, so they get a bit of cleanup action as well. Okay, so as you can see, it's coming quite nicely. It's time to rinse the system as well with just clean water. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so this beautiful airpot is ready now to be filled with the first portion of hot water. It's gonna be rinsing hot water. I'm not gonna drink it. So let's boil the water and let's fill it up. My kettle is just 1.7 liters, so I will have to fill it twice to get this very thermo flask full. But do I really need to fill it up? No, I think that 1.7 liters is going to be enough for the first hot water rinse. So for the time being, cut! Detailed look at all of the elements of this very thermo flask, or whatever you want to call this sort of vacuum flask. So first of all, and this is quite an important thing for such a big 3-liter vacuum container, it's 102 ounces according to the box if you live in America. So we have Lazy Sunny at the base of the device, so you can turn it around whatever way you want, and I think that this is a brilliant solution, and all of them should have this device installed. I'm just wondering, does it have any bearings in there? Will it work fine for next 10 years? I don't know, but of course you can ask me in the comments below if you're watching this video a couple of years after it was shot. So let's have a look at the handle. So the handle is quite a good idea but most of devices like that would have a handle because they are quite heavy with 3 liters of water. So let's look at the head now of the device. And I think it's fully detachable, but one second, let's get the device open first. Or maybe before opening the device, we'll have a look at the control pour and stop button or key, whatever you want to call it. I can't lock it now. One. Okay, I can lock it now. So you can lock it for transport. You can clearly see stop here and pour. And I think it has to be used a number of times before it will work fine. Yeah, but it seems to be working alright. And it makes quite a nice sound. Pump here. So you press this and water or hot tea or hot coffee should be coming out through the nozzle. This thing opens the head of the device, and we should be able to detach the head totally if you want to clean it. Yeah, it comes out pretty nicely, no problems here. This is our pump. So the pump is inside of here, connects to the metal rod that pumps the air into the device. I'm sorry, the air is being pumped through these small holes, and hot tea, water or coffee is coming through the metal pipe. The device looks inside. It is made of stainless steel, and there is brush in the set, so you could clean it, because you know, if you pour in coffee, then tea, and then after 10 or 20 times you're going to get a tea coffee taste. So my recommendation would be, if you want to use it for tea, use it for tea only. If you want to use it for coffee, use it for coffee only. Or you have to clean it really well with the brush supplied in this set. So now we'll go downstairs to my kitchen to wash the device before the initial use, and then we'll fill it with hot water and we'll see how it works. So for the time being, cut! A couple of minutes later the water is boiling, so we are almost ready to fill our... Oh, it does have a really nice sound, doesn't it? The water is ready. 3, 2, 1, off! Okay. Let's see if the safety feature is working properly. Yes, it seems to be working, and we have hot water coming out from the nozzle of the device. It's not very heavy, but remember, it will store 3 liters of water and it's not full. So time to rinse the nozzle and it will be done. Okay, so the device has been checked. If you want to ask me a question, will it keep the liquid inside warm for next 24 hours? I don't know yet, but you can ask me questions in the comments below when you watch this review a couple of months later. I should know it in about 2 or 3 days. The question is, usually thermo flasks, they are nice and warm if you don't use any. If you start using, the temperature inside drops faster. But we'll see how it works. We'll use it for a number of days, probably as a hot water dispenser, so we'll boil water once a day, and then we should have it for our teas and coffees. So, more or less that's it. Oh, remember, if you want to get one of them, you can always use one of my affiliated links. They are in the description below. Get back to the studio. Cut!